Hi, I'm Tony, this is Slack, welcome to SmogVlog.
Yeah, Happy New Year everyone. It's vlog time, so we're going to run through the vaping news.
And welcome back. So, like Slack said, Happy New Year, thanks for all your support this year. Recent milds, thanks for all your support last year even. We're going to roll with this, we're going to roll with it because we've just been fucking up so much. We're rolling.
Quality.
Anyway, thank you for all your support. Today being, what is today? Wednesday.
All day.
We've just hit 28,000 views. Thank you very much. Sorry we haven't done a vlog in what seems like for fucking ever.
Yeah, it really does. In personal problems and product reviews, we just had awesome products coming out of our ears. It's been great, but you know, vlog time has been limited, but let's get on that in 2016.
Yeah, well we can.
Yes, well, which is a nice lead in to our first article on the TPD. The TPD is something that's been around since the early 2000s. It's something Europe introduced to regulate tobacco products. It stands for the Tobacco Products Directive. Now, the recent one, 2014, has introduced vaping into this, along with actual traditional cigarettes, etc. And what that has meant for us has been a bit wishy-washy for a while. We just knew it wasn't going to be good. Continually more information is coming out, and it's not written in stone yet. TPD is definitely happening. It will happen this year in May 20th.
Yep.
This year. And yeah, it is definitely happening, but the exact details, like I say, are not confirmed. However, let's run through some of the main points of what this is going to mean to us. Tony?
Well, first up, size of bottles. No longer going to be able to get your bigger big boys.
100ml.
We're all going to be sort of like limited to 10ml bottles.
Now, this is a fucking stupid one. You know, some of the things you can understand vaguely where the logic come up with, but we've already argued this one. Yep. It's like, you know, saying, oh, fuel emissions are really bad for the environment, let's make everyone's petrol tanks smaller. Doesn't change a fucking thing. So it's exactly that. All it's going to mean for the consumer is that you're going to have to pay more. Instead of buying in bulk and getting a better deal, you're going to pay more for little bottles. It's shit.
If I could just interject here, that the information that the TPD has been based on has been largely bullshit, absolute crap, and they just seem to be steamrollering with it, and they just seem to be going with it. It's like, no, it's fine, because scientists told us it, and it's all good. We're going to move on to the other bullshit sort of stuff, but the 10ml bottles is first up on the list, because apparently that way you can't kill yourself. I don't know. I have no fucking clue.
I really don't know. It makes no sense.
No sense.
So yeah, apparently the reasoning in not having these big bottles is so people don't accidentally poison themselves, which I find a bit rich, okay? Because I bought some caustic soda from a cheapy, like, pound shop type home store. Like, caustic soda, if you're not familiar with it, otherwise known as lye. If you've ever seen Fight Club with the kiss and the burning acid, it melts skin. There's no, to my knowledge, age restriction on this product. It's really cheap, readily available, and often kept in household cupboards with inadequate packaging to stop you getting into it. So how they can then limit this to 10ml? I'd sooner drink 100ml of e-juice with, you know, low nicotine, admittedly, than like take a tiny bit of lye. But you know, there you go. Brilliant.
I mean, I'm no scientist, but isn't bleach going to be worse for you?
Definitely. And another thing that's a big problem here, if we're just like looking at how stupid this is the washing for your laundry. You get them little gel capsules. Yeah. They look fun. They smell nice. And they're more appealing to kids and also contain a poison. So how this... Oh, it's just fucking ridiculous.
It is fucking ridiculous.
Let's move on. And next, 20 milligrams nicotine is going to be your highest, strongest, most potent nicotine e-juice you're going to be able to get.
Yep. Not so bad for us.
Yeah, I mean, we tend to vape on quite powerful devices, and so like dropped down on about 3 or 4 milligrams usually.
We started quite high.
We did. Now, the interesting thing about this is when we were using smaller devices that didn't have as much kick, you needed that nicotine to get the same sort of hit.
That's right.
Whereas now we're using more powerful devices, that nicotine levels drop right down, you know. And I do quite often vape zero nicotine, but my favourite would be around the 3 mark just for that throat hit.
Yeah.
But yeah, similarly, if there are people giving up smoking and they're going to sort of like a weak, like maybe a cigar-like device or a very basic ego device, you know, the really stronger nicotines, you know, 60 a day people who still exist, you know, you occasionally run into them in vape shops and that, they're going to want that really strong, otherwise it's just not going to do the same. So I mean, it doesn't affect us, but it will affect people.
Yeah, it will affect other people out there. The interesting, or no, what's the word I'm looking for? Stupid thing that is interesting here is the fact of why create that level? Why say 20 milligrams? That's
Yeah, where did that come from? Who picked 20 milligrams? Did someone just put a load of numbers in a hat and draw one? What scientific reason is there that 20 milligrams is okay, but 24 milligrams is not?
I think they've been talking to the guys from Public Health England, and they've said, no, 20, that's the golden number. Go for 95, though, if you can.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, this is not a massive change. The most common one is 24. It's only knocking a bit off, so it's not terrible. So
It's not going to be so bad for people that are just starting. But for people that are used to that sort of level, and then to be told, well, no, you can't have that level anymore, you've got to have this level. Well, fuck you. Why have I got to have that level? That's bullshit.
yeah,
And I'll ask them the fucking question. Oh, you fucking ask them. Ask them why. And see what answer you get back.
because we said so.
And then leave us a comment down below, because we all want to fucking know. Okay, and the next bullshit regulation that we're supposed to abide by is the fact that these devices coming in are supposed to deliver a consistent level of nicotine.
Yeah, so what the idea is every puff you take will administer the same amount of nicotine. That there is not currently a device on the market that does that. Because even on a cigar-like, you can take a longer drag or a shorter drag. On a variable wattage device, you turn your power up and down. Even if you drag for the same, you get a different delivery, you know. But again, why?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what is the sense behind this? Whether you want a big drag or a small drag?
Fucking ridiculous.
Like, it just makes no sense. It beggars belief.
We've said this from the fucking outset, that the details contained within this TPD are just absolutely ridiculous and based on fucking, I don't know, fairies' arses or something. It just makes no sense. Absolutely no fucking sense.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be like, you know, if they're worried about, I don't know, drinking problems, and they say, well, you know, glasses can only be this big. But if you go to the pub and you just be like, I have 10 of them instead of, like, you know, 1 pint or something.
Exactly.
It's just fucking stupid. Anyway, enough. Next.
Next. Enough.
So, the next thing up is going to be that tanks or your e-cigarette devices have to be completely leak-free. So that's going to mean drippers are out, most changeable tanks are out, anything with a changeable coil where you can get in and your pre-built coil, because that's going to leak. Again, this is going to be based around poisoning bullshit. So, again, we go back to all the arguments we've already discussed, and I'm not going to go into them despite being angry and wanting to. But yeah, so currently, even some cigar-likes can't be guaranteed to be leak-free. They're better than, you know, certainly a drip or a you know, rebuildable tank, but they're not really guaranteed leak-free.
Did I read somewhere that they were saying that it was supposed to be sealed units?
I had read that, but if they were selling refill bottles, that can't be the case.
Exactly.
So, but how can it be leak-free if you're going to be refilling it? My mind is burning.
Oh, you know that scene out of that film where the guy's head explodes? Wrong film.
Wrong head.
Wrong head.
Anyway, yeah, enough. Next.
Just quickly, leading on from the leak-free tanks, is also that all tanks across the board have to now be 2 millilitres in size.
Yeah, sealed tanks, to an extent with refills, but 2 mils. So pretty much everything I own needs to go in the bin. So yeah, that's crazy. But there you go. Again, shot glass versus pint glass. Just have more. You have to refill it more often, which is going to make it more likely that you're going to spill e-juice and leak and have a problem. Done. So there's going to be a lot of other restrictions placed around e-cigarettes. There's going to be a lockdown on advertising where it can't be done on TV, can't be that we know. Then it's going to be interesting for us who run a vaping review channel. So we're not going to be allowed to do promotional videos, but we can review products. So I think the crux of what they're getting at there is we can't say where we got stuff from, how much we paid for it, and we can't link up where you go buy it from, but we can sort of take a product and say what we think about it. At the moment, that's how we're reading it. We'll see. We'll obviously find out by May, and hopefully we'll still be here. But yeah, we'll see. So the restrictions on advertising, that's fine. Cigarettes had the restrictions on advertising, couldn't advertise on TV. They got pulled from the F1, all this sort of thing. So it's kind of expected that e-cigs would have gone the same way, even though there's currently no evidence they're as bad as cigarettes. But we'll just gloss over that.
We'll just gloss over that.
Personally, I'm not too worried about that. As someone who doesn't watch TV, listens to the radio, read newspapers, it doesn't affect me in the slightest. So, it hasn't influenced me in any way with e-cigs. So, yeah, whatever. Next up is going to be how the companies have to deal with all of this TPD. So people who are manufacturing their things, they're going to have to license individual products. They'll probably have to license their company to be able to do it. If it's individual products, the majority of things that have come out, you're going to have to pay so much money to get a product out that it's going to completely stifle innovation. People won't be able to afford to take risks to bring something new out that they have to license that might be a complete flop. Also, they've got to work within these regulations, so it's going to be really shit for the industry, and obviously for us as the consumer as a result. Another thing that ties directly into that is that if competent bodies decide they don't like a product, and 3 competent bodies in different EU states decide they don't like it, then the entire thing gets pulled from all of EU. So it's not like one country. If one country says they don't want it, that's fine. 3 countries say it, it's out. All of the, I don't know, however many people are in Europe, I really don't care. Fuck it. I'm angry at Europe at the moment. Fucking TPD.
Not Europe viewers, mind.
No, of course not. Because
just Brussels. Brussels.
No, not Brussels. Because
Brussels.
There'll be Is Brussels just the office of Europe, or is it a place where people like us would be living? Because
the EU offices in Brussels. Yeah. That's who we're pissed at.
Yeah.
Everyone else is cool. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Everyone else is in the same boat as us. So, we are one.
Okay, guys, so that was our quick summing up of the TPD and everything that it entails, or just briefly, really, what it entails.
Tip of the iceberg.
It really is the tip, just the tip. Oof. Look, we could go into it we could do hours on this, and we have feelings on this subject.
Might notice.
But this was going to be a quick thing just to say hi and beginning of the new year and everything and how shit it's going to be. So we'll just gloss over this, go on to the next news article, and further down the line, I'll tell you what, we'll come back to it once it's close to the time and see what more bullshit they come up with.
Yeah, updates as they come in, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Right, enough of the TPD. On to our next news story, which is actually a double header. The first one from Wales Online is that there's been a breakthrough that may allow e-cigarettes to be prescribed on the NHS, which is good, and this has been Wales Online. There's basically people would get them free, free prescriptions So that sounds really cool until you start digging into it, and then you start getting a bit suspicious. Tony, what was your header?
The other header of the double header is that the license for the companies to produce these e-cigarettes for the NHS has been awarded to British American Tobacco.
Yeah, for their product Evoke, which is a e-cigarette that, you know, it just seems a bit suspicious.
Oh, just
You've got, you know, hundreds of e-cigarette manufacturers out there, everything from your little cigalikes who've been doing it for freaking ages, you know, since 2006 I think they came out. Then all of a sudden British American Tobacco are given this license for this product that doesn't exist yet, that may come through, and
let's just maybe finally detail that information, since you know these e-cigarette manufacturers who have been finally homing their craft, you know, for fucking years,
10 years
to get it just right for the people, you know, and then bullshit fucking American Tobacco, British American Tobacco, sorry. Yeah, they just fucking snap their fingers and no, we've got that contract all sealed up, thank you very much.
Yeah, kickback. Yeah, there's
hell.
some dodgy dealings going on in there, clearly. Just the same with the TPD, you know, it just like, how, this doesn't make sense. And then you see this, and you just see why it's suddenly starting to make sense. Maybe the big tobacco companies have thought, well, we've missed the boat on e-cigarettes, what can we do? Oh, we'll take like the Microsoft route, stamp out our competition, and then we'll slide in and fill the gap.
It's fucking bullshit, isn't it? I mean, for years, but all the tobacco companies were saying, no, it's just a fucking fad, don't worry about it. These cigarettes, they're just a fly in the ointment, it won't come to anything. And then a couple of years ago, they were all sort of like went, hold on a minute, it's not dying down. There's significant numbers being spent on this. We need to start doing a bit of fucking research. Yeah. They do 5 minutes worth of fucking research, and then they get probably what is a multi-million-pound contract. Oh, it's not going to be a Newsweek, guys. It's really not. It's not.
Right. Next up, we're going stateside for an article that states that 70% of teens in America have seen e-cigarette adverts. And yeah, do they advertise alcohol like in the middle of like the Super Bowl? Oh, what does alcohol do? Oh yeah, liver damage, kidney damage, health damage, heart problems. Wait a minute, and you know, okay, it's fine. They're not advertising for children because children aren't supposed to be doing it. But they see they see the advert. Most teen staff and watch the adult channel for that 15-minute preview or whatever it is. You know,
no, they really don't. I think we're a bit out of touch. Internet.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Interwebs.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
Okay, back when I was a kid. But seriously, what does it matter that kids are seeing advertising? The reason that kids smoke is sort of combination of peer pressure and something cool to do, and part of it is because you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
It's that hidden sneakiness, you know,
really,
the challenge.
We're going over so much stuff that we've already gone over so many times
I know,
before.
so we are going to be quick.
It's they're coming back to the fact again that it's a gateway. Vaping is a gateway from vaping to doing cigarettes to whatever else further down the line. Jesus Christ! If it's a gateway, I mean, if they're going to do it, they're going to do it. So what's the harm in introduce?
Yeah, we're going over old shit. We're going to stop this one.
But stop it.
It's still making big headlines in the USA Today. But yeah, why? Okay, from sunny USA, we're coming back over this way, all the way to Rotherham. Kevin Barron, MP, he's been backing e-cigarettes and actually sort of challenging, like, you know, hang on, smoking is really bad, and so far the evidence for e-cigarettes is not bad. You know, there's been loads of bad reports, but when you look at the reports in detail, they're not really there. So it's really nice to see a story with someone in a position of some power actually backing our corner.
Not actually the first time, seen as last month in the Commons one of the backbenchers stood up and addressed the Prime Minister about e-cigarettes and quitting smoking. The Prime Minister said about, that he's had relative success in quitting, but didn't go as far to say as he's been using e-cigarettes, like Liberal Democrats past leader who said that he used e-cigarettes. But it's been brought to the forefront. It's been done and done and done, and I don't know. It all feels like it's a little too late. It's all a bit too late to the party.
Yeah, because the TPD is rolling, and so. But it's good. We need this. We need more people in power with a sane mind to sort of clearly look at the facts and help us.
Thinking about it, the only I don't know if this is a possibility or not. I'm just thinking about it now that I recently read that David Cameron is issuing authority for all the MPs to vote whether they still want to be in the EU. So that could be a nice get-out clause for us.
Yeah, I mean, that was one thing. If there's a vote coming, this is a big weight for vapers, people who are into vaping and don't want to see it destroyed. That's certainly a credit for the case of getting out of Europe.
We'll be 100% honest here. We don't know the ramifications involved in this, of staying in or getting out.
I don't care about the rest of it. That is an argument.
Save vaping.
Well, no, it's not the only reason. And obviously you need to take the bigger picture into account. But it is a reason to leave Europe.
Yeah.
Regardless of everything else, that is one thing for the argument to leave Europe.
Unfortunately, I don't think we have numbers to each of us go to our MPs. I mean, I don't think the vaping community is large enough to for all the MPs to stand up and say no, we're going to leave because the few people that are vapers don't equate to enough people in the country.
It's true, but I mean, it's
a nice thought.
There's so many things like this that Europe has done for us, like the straightness of your bananas and shit. It's just fucking ridiculous.
And lastly, for the news articles this week is one from your friend and mine, Linda Bauld, unpicking bullshit about e-cigarette studies and harmful effects on cells.
Yeah, so Linda Bauld is kind of my hero at the moment. I think I might be a bit in love with her. She's not particularly pro-vaping, but she has her head actually on her shoulders.
Yeah.
And what she does is sort of looks at things properly rather than getting this sort of media sensationalist, pitchforks, And so there's been a lot of reports recently saying that vaping is really hazardous to human cells. It breaks down the DNA, it's all this sort of stuff. And she's gone through it looking at the evidence and has said, actually, there's still no evidence to support the fact that vaping is anywhere near as bad as smoking. So that's really cool. And this is, again, what we need. We need MPs on our side, people in power. And we also need people like Linda Bauld who have like a level head and look at the facts rather than just get carried away with sensationalism.
Not just anyone with a level head, though. I mean, she's a professional in her field of expertise with a level head, and she hasn't been fucking paid off by anyone.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, she is really good at what she does, and I do hope that one day she doesn't become the downfall of vaping. But at the moment, everything that she's doing is working out fairly pro-vaping, not like sensationalist pro-vaping, not the opposite of the media, but she's saying that all this crap in the media is crap, so stop it.
Okay guys, that about does it for the vlog this week. Usually we'd sort of come in at this point and say about product updates and what we've been doing, but you know what, it's been so fucking long since we've done a vlog and we've had so much shit in the meantime. It would just take too long, and this was only supposed to be a quick vlog. Thanks a lot, TPD twats. Sorry. Moving on. Thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, drop us a like, favourite, comment, share, follow
subscribe.
us. Yeah, do that too.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff. Follow us on
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We are quite chatty.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And that about wraps it up. So thank you for watching. and see you next time on the SmogVlog. Hi, I'm Tony. This is Slack. Welcome to SmogVlog.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, everyone.
Hi, I'm Tony. No,
Yes, you are.
I tried to be. Ready?
Yep. Oh no! Oh, I nearly dropped that on your head.
Oh yeah, you did.
Okay.
Arabian goggles.
So, let's run. I'm good. I'm done. Right, I'm ready.
Oh, good.
So, it's just like watching the outtakes video.
Yeah,
again.
exactly. That's what I keep thinking of. I've just watched each and every one in chronological order.
Shall I lead him?
Double header.
Well,
Double header.
oh, I drank the tea too quick.
Oh,
I'm not wearing glasses. I couldn't see properly. I tried putting my glasses up. Fuck's sake. My head isn't on straight. It's really not. Dude, it's doing my head in. Ah!
Ready?
Yep.
You straight enough?
Don't. No, I'm not. Oh shit.
Ready?
I fucking told you. Yeah.